according to my crew, there's
The
a
weather
ship
is
somewhere.
improving.
If the weather was improving, it wouldn't be, foggy and all that out.
Yes,
So,
sir.
and the deck gun. There we go. There's the mouse. Action
Auf
stations.
Gefechtsstationen. Schnell, schnell.
That action stations as well. And somewhere around here, there should be a merchant. So I will let you know when we actually find them, because it may take a little bit, but I'll bring you back when we do. Well, as you might be able to hear, you might have to turn up your sounder to hear it. Because that's what I had to do actually in order to hear it, because I saw the game Contact. Then I had to turn up my sounder to hear this, but there's a propeller there, and it's not a fast propeller of a warship, it's a slow, like, chug 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 of a merchant. So I've told the sonar operator to follow that. Of course, now I'm going to have to turn down my sound again. That should be good. That's what these guys are. We had a report of a small convoy going north when we were over here, so I went and booked it over here in order to try and get to them. They may have already docked in this port here, Aberdeen, or not, or this could be them there. We're only hearing the two right now just due to the range. Is there something like 20 kilometers? Yeah. Well, actually not. Well, it was a small convoy, so possible. And I'm willing to bet they're going for Aberdeen. So we're gonna have to try and head them off at the pass. So surface the boat, get us moving, and I'll bring you back should either we manage to make an attack or if I have to call it off due to something coming up. Alright, quick little update. We're moving into a position to attack. You can just barely see them there. They're merchantmen. You can just barely make out the two masts in the front there and two masts there. And I think that flag is red. So I'm just barely being able to make out a little bit of color right there. But the scope is wobbling too much at this range to have even a hope in hell of being able to identify them. So we're going to keep on running. And I'll bring you back when we're in position to attack. Alright, we're not quite in position to attack yet, but I'm going to take you through, well, me, I had to just identify these things. They are zigzagging a little bit, because I believe they might have actually barely detected me. A little bit cheating, but you can see their course things. Actually, no, that might have been just them changing course.
Plotting course.
But let's look at this guy first. I think he's a Grainsville. Of course, we can't make out all the details from here. This range, but you can tell that he's missing those, so he's on a medium steam. Too few masts, again, too few masts. And not quite right configuration. That may be right, but he's missing the crane right here. It might be a North Sands. And I think that's a British flag. It's red and it's got a yellow, it's got what looks like about a white corner up in the top. Plus they did start maneuvering as soon as they changed course. So he's probably North Sands. And this guy is something. Don't know what. I'm looking for one stack. A middle island. and a composite superstructure. It's only got one mast, so it's not that. Okay, so let's refine this a little bit. Superstructure. Let's go for a split instead. That one's actually probably a Granville, because that crane, that was actually right first off. But what is this one? No, it's a Granville, not a Hog Island, because the Hog Island's got flats. Okay, so let's remove a middle island. Large ore, no. Got the wrong profile. It's flat. And then it dips down. And it's got a plumb bow, so like a plumb bow. Not a split, it's not a Granville, it's not a hog. No split, no islands. Single stack, because it does only have a single stack. No. Not a coastal, not a split. No, because the bow's higher. Not a medium bulk cargo. It's not that either. Unless she's not that at all. She'd be a troop transport of some kind. Oh yes, well if that's only there for one stack, then no. Anchor. Single stack. Nope. Not an aircraft carrier, I know that much. Other? No, there's nothing in there. A warship? It's not a Congo. It's not a Nelson. Troop transports. Yeah, that's the only one. No. Anchor. The wrong, it's got the wrong, that's wrong. Aircraft carriers, no others, no unless it's an escort. No. It's a freighter of some kind. Right, it's got two masts. This is a real buggery of a one. What's something with a V? Let's just ditch that. Search pattern. Unless this silly is actually counting one stack. Remove that. Oh, merchant composite. Why is it still... Oh. Take that off too. That stack is too far apart. What was that one? That stack is too tall. Got a box on top and a stack right behind the bridge. Not a hog island because it's got those No, I don't think it's a standard N type. That might be it. Actually, no, it isn't. That's not a pronounced enough angle. Plus two, it doesn't have the open slats. A large merchant. Again, not the Comet. England. We're getting closer. And fuel type, that's a German one. Full steam merchant. It might actually be a tanker though. Are there any tankers that have a single stack and a central superstructure? No. Not an aircraft carrier, I know that much. A troop transports. Aha! There she is. There she is. She's a medium modern passenger freighter. Right, so she's that, and then we'll jump over to freighters just to set the other one up. It was a Grainsville, I called it. Are we still going forwards or backwards at this point? Oh, and they've stayed out their course, so just stop. There it is. There's the Grainsville. Alright, so I'll let them close a little bit. And I'll bring you back. We're starting our solution for the attack. We're gonna go off. We're gonna go after this guy first. So that's troop transports. Reset. There it is. So there's that. Place that on top of the mast, and that's 2.5. 2.5 here, and then her mast height is 27.7, so she's at about 4,400. I'm probably actually going to get us closer.
Full speed ahead.
Because that's a little bit too far to be shooting, in my opinion.
Extreme speed ahead.
So we're gonna move closer, actually, because it's quite long range, and I'll bring you back when the attack is going to. Well, he's nearly on top of us, so AOB quickly. I say about that. We need to odometer him. Ready, go. Get the book open. That's already set good. Stack him. He's at 5 and so. I think 105, so okay, we can actually use the 100-meter here.
Flooding tube 1. Flooding tube 2.
Flood all the tubes.
Flooding tube 3. Flooding tube 4.
Right about 6 knots is what they're going. Was it slightly below 6? So I'll put at 6. AOB was at 5 or something like that. 5 and a little bit. 27.7. About 2,000. AOB. Yeah, I think that's a good AOB. What's his draft? It's 7, so we'll...
Torpedo depth set to 4 meters. Closing tube 2. Flooding tube 2. Torpedo
Alright.
depth set to 4 meters.
Tube 1.
Tube 1. Fired. Closing tube 1.
Then tube 2.
Tube 2. Fired.
Alright,
Closing
switching
tube
targets. You should be going the same speed. His AOV is 80. He's a 2, 4, 6.5 ish. And no, not troop transports, freighters. No, freighters. Where's the Grainsville? There it is, mass height 25.5, so he's at 1,550. AOB is now about there.
Tube 3. Fired. Tube 4. Fired. Closing tube 4.
Right. Panic rush is now over.
Torpedo impact.
And that was a fairly good solution on that guy. And he did sink, so that second
Torpedo
torpedo was a
impact.
waste. However, I wasn't sure of his speed. And I never actually checked. Yeah, and they are British. I was right.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, constant distance, Peilung 331, medium range.
So these ones may still hit. They're looking fairly good. No, he's slowed right down. Oh. Did he turn? Yeah, he ended up turning a little bit. That threw it off. Massive damage, taking on water. Right, well. Goes out that.
Blow all ballast. Blow all ballast. Yes. Decrease down.
Bring the guns to bear.
Two.
Get
Decrease
those
down.
2 last torpedo tubes loading in the front.
Feuer frei. Deckgeschütz besetzt und einsatzbereit.
Laufen auf beiden
Yes.
Dieselmaschinen. Kleine
Head
Fahrt
slow.
voraus. Running on both diesels. Making 1-4 knots in this weather.
Auf Gefechtsstationen. Schnell, schnell.
Is the deck gun coming around? No, it's not.
Feuer frei. Deckgeschütz besetzt und einsatzbereit.
Come on, lads. Hold on, I'm actually
Yes,
gonna
sir.
go man the deck gun as well. There they go, they're bringing her about now. And actually,
sir.
Man the flag.
just in case an aircraft comes along. Wouldn't want to be unprepared now, would we? There's Hans, Hans looking just straight up at the sky. And there it goes, first shot out. Good hit. And a nice fire. Go for the
Ziel auf
water line.
Wasserlinie.
That one was a miss.
Half speed ahead.
Get some speed going. We want to close. Something exploded over there. Not sure what did, but something did. That one was short. Another nice solid hit there. Good job. In hindsight, which is 2020, I probably should have sped this guy out. Just to be sure. Because he may have been going slower or faster. Than what the passenger freighter was going. But, you know, we can't really be sure. And I don't think that passenger freighter is armed, so we could have potentially just used the deck gun for this, but
All stop.
no.
Half speed ahead.
Keep going. Better safe than sorry. It's only having deck guns open up at you. Oh, she's going under there a little bit. Oh, I thought she was about to go, but no. She's sticking around for a bit more. There we go. There we go. Free lifeboat and the sinking ship. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has no guns, so that's something to remember for the future, although they may start getting guns as time goes on. Which will be something to think about. It may even lead to the point where we just remove the deck gun entirely. Because then when they start getting guns, it will become like actual big, you know, 5-inch guns. They'll start becoming too dangerous to operate like this on the surface, because then you have 5-inch guns shooting back at you, and we know from experience that they can kill you in a couple of hits. Doesn't take much. Yeah, 19% loaded. We got 4 torpedoes left, so we can still hunt for a bit more. Although it will be soon time to start thinking about returning back to base and finishing off the patrol, because again, we're starting to run low on torpedoes. But we'll see how it goes. Depends on how much contact we have. This guy's taking a beating. And I know that the mod has nerfed the deck gun from what it was in the base game, where actually in the base game would sail around on the surface, and if I ran into a destroyer I would just dive, and if I come across a lone merchantman, rather than use my torpedoes, I'd just use the deck gun until I ran out of ammunition for it. And it would be, you know, not too many shots, and then they'd sink. And then they go then you go on and do it again and again and again until you ran out of ammunition.
Rudder 10 degrees to starboard.
Not so much here.
Minimum speed ahead.
Come on, lads. Finish him off. That's not finishing him off.
Rudder 0 degrees to port. All stop.
Looks like he might be slowing down. Yeah, because his smoke column is starting to go more vertical. That's a nice shot into the engine room, right there.
Rudder 4 degrees to starboard.
just move this way just so that he doesn't really have a chance to go and ram us, and because why not? Load the HE. Help her along a little bit. Start more fires.
Rudder 0.
Or at least attempt to. Yeah, she may be going, she might have been going slower than the other guy. Because she's crawling along right now at about 4 knots. Or somewhere about thereof. Then again, that might be due to damage, but that could have been also the speed she was traveling. Oh, there we go. And it was a Grainville. Right, so
Yes, sir.
Secure the flag.
Yes, sir.
secure the
secure
deck
the-
gun. F7.
Auf Gefechtsstationen. Schnell, schnell.
So we're going to continue down the coast.
Plotting course. Returning to course. Plotting course.
Slow speed ahead.
We're still good on battery, so we don't need to recharge just yet.
Returning to course. Plotting course. Plotting course. Plotting course.
And I'll bring you back when the something else comes along. And it looks like this has actually gone and happened. So we may actually get reassigned over to Lorient over here, or Brest. But we'll have to, that will be found out when that happens, so I'll see you then.